Beast Gohan is back. Yes, really. Doto!
Nano, we're back. And this time, Nano, with some new stuff?
New actual stuff, Doto, because this chapter was substantially better than it appeared to be from the leaks.
Hey, man, I thought you were about to insult Dragon Ball Super, the manga. And you know what? I will, bro. This chapter is better than the last, 30 chapters, 20 chapters? Bro, that's not even an insult to the manga. I've been keeping up. I just can't believe we've been stun locked on superhero for this long, man.
It is crazy that it lasted as long as it did, man. And
was it not like a year and a half?
It was close to that,
man.
Yes.
I can't believe it, bro. I actually think that's worse than if we just talked about literally anything else. Like, I would have rather just been filler.
I really do despise retreading and things. Like, I don't know. That's just one of those things that I'm like, it's already been done. Why are we retreading? It feels weird. I guess in the case of like the manga, then you could have done it, but I think you do it in a much faster paced way. I guess also we should specify we are talking today about Dragon Ball Super Chapter 101 titled Carmine and Soldier 15, which is clickbait, kind of.
I was going to say, why is that? I cannot believe they named the chapter that.
Yeah, it's just, they just don't, dude, they don't care. It's almost like they want the series to not do well. They're like, y'all don't want to read this. It's about a character you don't even care about. So just move on.
Yeah, I was like, hey, skip this one. It's about to be Carmine and...
Oh, sorry, Carmine. I said Carmine, didn't I?
Is it Carmine? Or is it actually Carmine?
It's Carmine.
I just have that gear. I have that Gears of War in me.
Yeah, you say it. It made me go, oh yeah, that is what it is. Dude, I'm so bad about when I read this stuff. I just be pronouncing it however, man.
You just, hey, whatever just comes to mind. It's just an interpretive experience. I can't blame you for that. That's me with Dr. Stone. Literally every other manga.
But today we're gonna be talking about this chapter. A lot of stuff happens. A surprisingly amount of stuff happens, especially if you just hearing that title, you think like, oh great, it's more filler, which I guess it kind of feels like that, but then it doesn't.
It is a little bit, and then we get there's actually some pretty big implications here though.
Yes.
Towards the end of the chapter, like I don't know if it feels like, because I haven't really seen the big fan reaction to it after, just before with the leaks and stuff, but this confirms something that I think a lot of people weren't even sure about post movie. That alone was exciting. I'm kind of beating around the bush here because we're just starting. I'm not trying to talk about the good stuff just yet.
We could just get going though.
I mean, go ahead, bring us in, bro. I know, bro, thought about opening up the chapter and just saw it was actually Carmine and Soldier 15. Hey, we got to move on.
I won't lie, dude, I was reading this portion a little bit fast, but we do have a bit of an announcement, Doto.
Oh, what's that?
Did you know that Doto and I actually make bonus content that only our key members get to see? This includes our episode reactions to Dragon Ball Z and other series.
Oh no!
Bro, no way.
Is she gonna blow her? Oh shit!
No way. Our DBZ collection videos.
Look at this. Ultimate power in the universe. What?
Doto surfing the internet.
Let's do Super Saiyan 100. There it is, dude. Super Saiyan 100. Damn.
And even early access to bonus full podcast episodes that even to this day, we haven't released to the public. Also on top of that, you do get early access to the normal podcast. Big asterisk, that is only available when we're actually able to get ahead, because some of these we're recording like nearly as you're watching them. But when we get ahead, you get early access. And here's the thing, up until now, it's only been available on Patreon. So now you can choose to be a key member on Patreon or right here on YouTube. To do that, just click the join button down beneath this video or head over to the main channel page and click the join button there. And if you're on an iPhone, the join button won't be there because Apple, but you can open a web browser on your phone and you'll see the join button there, or you can just do it the next time you're on a PC. Now, Patreon key members, don't fret. Nothing is changing for you. And I do want to note the YouTube key member membership does have a bit of what I would call a YouTube convenience tax, because it is a couple dollars more since YouTube is just a bit greedier on that side of things. Once you're a key member, you'll have access to the entire library of bonus content that we've made so far for Key Moments. And if you just weren't aware of our key member membership before hearing this right now and you want to save a couple bucks, click the link in the description to go over to patreon.com/keymoments and you can become a key member over there. For those of you that didn't want to make the jump to Patreon, but you did want to support us in some way, that is now available. Click the join button, become a key member here on YouTube right now and support the podcast. We appreciate y'all.
Whoa, thanks for telling me about that announcement now.
Dude, I know. Wasn't that so cool?
How'd you do that so fluidly like that? Like wow, that was crazy. Thank you. I mean, that was very informative and brief too.
Yep, just be doing stuff. So this chapter starts off with Carmine and Soldier 15. in a car. And so Dot, I want to give some perspective to you.
Sorry, I fell asleep. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Welcome back. So I, of course, just recently read through the three previous chapters just so I could be like fully caught up. Started talking about having the funeral for what's his face. It doesn't even really matter. But more importantly, we actually do see Trunks and Goten fighting outside their car while they're squabbling and talking about how they, shouldn't have done anything too big for the funeral because, it's like, wait, are you gonna do anything with like the Red Ribbon Army? And he's like, I don't know, man. We probably shouldn't. And we've got Piccolo and Gohan to worry about. Yeah. And then he sees these really strong people, which, by the way, now that we're on this page, can I just say that this guy looks exactly like Android 13 if like you added about 20 years to him?
Oh, the big beefy like old guy?
Yes.
He actually is kind of built like that. He's got the outfit for it.
He's got the outfit. He's got the hair.
The hairstyle.
I'm telling you, dude, if Android 13 aged up like 20 years and was in his like 50s, this is probably what he would look like.
I get he's not like I hope he comes back later in the series. You think he has that potential?
Doto, you just be saying this about all these characters, man. You want
I just want them all to make their rounds, man.
Pastrami or whatever his name was to come back.
Yes, dude. But unironically though, if Pistachio actually came back and like showed up in the series and like actually met up with Gohan again, I would pop off.
What we're doing with him, you know what it makes me think of? Is when we RP'd and I would not call your character by his name and I kept making new names up for you every single time.
I was explaining that to Kenzie, and then I told her that the most genius bit of Nano RP was that when Landon died and you actually ran in and said his correct name, like that meant something.
Yeah, dude.
Like that was like that's like script writing.
I admit, dude, the RP that we had on that server was unironically like so good. Like it was
high level. It was hhigh level stuff. I mean, now is it up to the par of Dragon Ball Super Chapter 113, whatever the fucking Soldier 15? Oh, 101. Sorry, 101. Sorry, I skipped ahead a little bit. But anyway, can we match Carmine? I will say, you know what the only joke I enjoy about this character is? The only thing I know about Carmine is that every time they're in a car, they have to strategically design the car to let his hair stick up all the way through.
Yes.
I know car shopping with this guy has to suck ass, man. There is no way.
Anyway, so the beginning of this is not much to really talk about, is there? Now they did give us this though. The icon.
How do you feel about the superheroes, like the bootlegs?
The bootlegs. They're okay. Can I admit something really quick, Doto?
Go ahead.
Listen, we've already said so many blasphemous things to really hardcore fans, but I was never like...
You're about to say some ignorant shit, man. Go ahead. You're about to say some ignorant shit, but go ahead.
Oh, shit. I can't say it. Never mind.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Listen, Great Saiyaman is just okay. Okay.
Wow, dude. What's crazy is you said that at a time and a place where like I am not really vibing with this like superhero ripoff like shtick. Like these guys, let me just say, you know what? As far as I'll agree with you, I will say like these guys doing it is kind of like ruining Great Saiyaman's like this is negatively affecting his reputation.
Yes, yeah. No, I like Saiyaman, Great Saiyaman just fine. Do I? Let me just clarify. This has already been taken out of context. But let me just clarify. And you basically just said it. I think that it's retreading it, and like I guess almost like him passing the torch to them in a way. Like I don't know. I don't need this. I don't need Trunks to go to.
I don't even like their design.
Yes, I don't care. And okay, well he kind of looks cool holding 50-year-old Android 13 there.
Nah, man, that's cheating. That's literally, it only looks cool because your brain's thinking of Goku and Nappa, bro. Like,
yeah, I know. That's absolutely.
It's not even like he didn't earn that. Like, I hate the underwear design, man. I'm not gonna lie. That design ruins it for me when it looks like they just have the spandex on. I've never liked that, even when I was a kid.
I mean, they're literally just their knockoff Videl and Gohan. Yeah. Straight up. They're just knockoff Videl and Gohan. Yeah, I swear, you're right. I said some ignorant shit. I just want to go back. I don't mind Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Let me just make that fully clear.
He's sweating.
I don't mind it.
He's taking it back.
I just don't like, what is the purpose of making Goten and Trunks go down the same path? It just seems stupid to me. I don't know. I don't like it. I will say it. I don't like it. I do like having a Goten and Trunks that aren't stun locked at the age of like 8.
Okay. So honestly, you got me there. I have to agree. I'd rather them do this superhero stuff for 70 more chapters than see them become babies again.
Yeah, dude. Finally getting to see them like get to their like GT age. Like that's what's up. Because that was something that was really cool about one of the few things that was cool about GT was actually seeing Goten and Trunks not be freaking children. God, dude.
You know what? This is a little bit of spoil. I guess I'll just catch us up. So after we see them do that fight and Carmine stumbles across them, thinks they might be the answer to Gohan and Piccolo, they go to a pizza place. And I just saw this. I want to comment on this. Why is it called Red Pizza?
Yeah.
Is this also owned by the Red Ribbon Army?
No, I stared at that particular panel for a second. By the way, I just really like the art here. I like the way they did that. But yeah, I was like, hang on. Is that meant to be like a Red Ribbon Army like pizza joint?
There's no, or it might actually just be a reference to Red Baron Pizza.
Oh, that could be it too.
You think they're just big fans of the
but Red Baron is like oven pizza. That's not like, it's not the Hut, or
well, I'm saying, but maybe they just respected so much they gave it its own establishment in universe.
Dada, you want to get even more ignorant? What's the best? Let's do it again. What's the best fast food pizza place?
All right, man. We've discussed this in private, but I am a Pizza Hut enjoyer. I just think Pizza Hut's not even close. Like in terms of chain pizza, Pizza Hut blows everything out of the water.
Thank you. I'm so glad we're on the same page for that. A lot of my friends are Domino's guys, and I'm like, I will take a pizza a million times over a Domino's pizza, bro.
Yeah, it's not even close for me. If we're just talking like there are other advantages to other pizza. Like if it's like a cheap pizza brand, like I'll eat that too. Like don't get me wrong. Like
I mean, pizza's pizza, bro. Like let's just be
exactly,
real.
Like
that
I'll eat
cheese and everything be
covered
covering up the cardboard. I don't care, bro. It's like
like this still hits. But yeah, any pizza tastes good when you ain't got a bitch in your ear telling you that it was only $3. I just think that's the way to go. But anyway, Red Pizza. I mostly brought it up because if the Red Ribbon Army owns that, like we actually need to audit these guys, bro. We need to get them out of pretty much every business in West City. Like they can't have this monopoly.
Well, I mean, it's either everything's either Capsule Corp or it's
a Red. Yeah, exactly.
Man, monopolies left and right. Anyways, yeah. So they just meet with Trunks and Goten and their great Saiyaman X uniforms, and they're like, yo, we need you guys to take some people down, and that's pretty much that. And then Trunks and Goten get in the car.
I mean, they pretty much get manipulated, and they actually get in a white van. I just realized this. They had pizza and then got
a Capsule Corp van, by the way.
Oh, Dan, why, bro? They don't even have their own car company. Man. You guys couldn't get a Red Ribbon van. The company's fallen that far. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I wasn't sure how much I liked Goten and Trunks just being that stupid. Like, oh, you guys are just pussy. Oh, you calling us pussy? They just get in the car immediately.
Yep. Yeah, literally just fold.
Hey, I mean, if that's what it takes to get our characters in one place, I'll take it. It's not too bad.
Sure, yeah, not a big deal. But then, then the good stuff, Dada. We're back over on Beerus's planet, man, and one of my favorite characters of all time, Broly, is actually fighting and sparring.
He mixed me up. I thought you were gonna say Vegeta. Yeah, how do you?
Oh well, I mean, yes, Vegeta is my favorite Dragon Ball character, but like, dude, we don't get to see Broly ever doing anything, man. Like,
I know. That's honestly, since we've been retreading superhero, we haven't really gotten to feel the effects, but it's cool to finally see Broly become more of that like new main member of the cast, like the third big Saiyan dude. So that's nice that this chapter kind of plays into that. It makes Broly feel like he's actually going to stick around for a while.
I mean, dude, there's no world where they get rid of him at this point, right? Like he's
no. I really think he's here to stay. Like, he's main cast. He's a Z fighter.
How would you
know how long it's been since we got a Z Fighter edition, bro?
A long time, and one that's like cool, like Broly, by the way.
Yeah, like one that can actually do stuff. Like it's nice that now they're going to be able to have like 3 big bads, and then we can split them up for Goku, Vegeta, and Broly.
Dude, that Broly, oh my god, dude, having Broly there in fights is going to be. Damn,
this is every American's dream, dude. If I could go back in time, when I was on the playground and tell them that Broly was going to be a Z fighter, nah, man, they would have passed out.
Dude, I can't.
They wouldn't have believed it. I can't believe we made it this far.
I can't either. Dude, you have no idea how giddy I was reading this chapter. Let me just tell you, like, straight up, like, this chapter was sick as hell. Not to mention the fact that I'm glad you pointed out it was Vegeta fighting him, which is like, man, dude, Literally dreams came true right here in this episode.
In this chapter titled Carmine and Soldier 15, we finally get to see Broly and Vegeta fight.
Dude, it was good, man. It was good. It was good.
That was pretty good. Boruto is pretty good this month too, but we can't have a podcast on Boruto for whatever reason.
Dude, I'll get there one day. All right.
Damn, that's gonna take like 6 months, dude.
And at that point, it'll probably be at wait, is it at like a pinnacle moment right now?
Nah, I wouldn't say pinnacle moment. They're still getting their act together, but still pretty good.
What about JJK? Is it in like a cooldown?
The thing is, I wouldn't say it's on a cooldown. There was like a couple weeks there where maybe, but I would say Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of in the era where it's just all gas, and I don't know when it's gonna stop again. I think it might end before it stops.
That's crazy.
It's pretty like every week is something new.
A different question for you then. Is there any cooldown ever in JJK?
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Okay. But is cooldown like right now they're like on the Autobahn doing like 150, and cooldown is like they get off and they're still on the interstate doing like 65 though? Like they never actually
I mean, I will say I think the best part of Jujutsu Kaisen is that I think pretty much the anime, they're really good at their cooldown is basically like, hey, this really cool shit's gonna happen in like this long. And now, like after they get off from a big break, it immediately sets up the next big thing. And the cooldown is basically just all the pieces getting set up to the next one. But I think we're in that final domino tip over where it's like all falling apart. And I don't see how they could stop it again. I think this might be it, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if there's been any rumors of it just ending eventually.
The creator came out and said, like, this is it, right? Am I crazy?
I mean, that would make sense with what's happening.
Oh, okay. Damn.
It would make sense, right? Because it doesn't feel like there's any room to. There's no room to cool down. There's no next thing. It's just it's over now.
Huh? That seems crazy. Okay. Anyway, back to Dragon Ball chapter 101, Carmine and Soldier 15.
Great chapter name.
Yeah. Fantastic. So anyway, Vegeta over here schooling Broly, which is a nice touch. By the way, here's the infamous panel that everyone was memeing last week, like crazy.
I hate that every time they fight Broly, they try to psychologically break him.
Oh yes,
that shit is so funny to me. I don't know why they just poke and prod, man. Like y'all do not want that, man.
but see, that's the thing. Maybe he does though. He's like the older brother to the little brother, man. He's like. He wants to finally push him over the edge, you know?
You gonna cry, Broly? You gonna cry? I bet you're so mad right now. You're so pissed, I bet.
So the translation that is actually on Viz is "Are you ready to snap, Broly?" I of course actually did see some other translations besides like the meme ones. Like I think the one that seemed most prominent was like a reference to Chi-Lai being heavier or something, and so it's like trying to say that him and her, whatever. But anyway, so the actual, I guess, final translation there was, "Are you ready to snap, Broly?" Which he gets a good punch in on Vegeta. We got a little bit of blood there.
I mean, yeah, Vegeta decides to block a punch with his
face.
Not exactly the fighting technique I would advise.
Nah, bro, that goes hard, man. He's him.
He's feeling himself, yeah, bro.
He's like, I can take this. Who cares, bro? And like Broly's like, wait, what?
It's nice to see some blood, even if it's only in the manga.
Rage is the source of a Saiyan's power. Doto.
Yeah, what did you think about this? I like that Vegeta's the one that's kind of teaching him how to control his rage.
Oh, dude, I thought this was sick. I'm not.
Wow, the Vegeta fan thought this was sick. I'm shocked.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? Well, I'm serious, man. Watching them spar, I need this animated, Doto. Where is the anime, Doto?
Yeah. Well, we're getting Daima, so you can go ahead and relax there, buddy. It's gonna be another 2 years at least.
I have to believe Daima has. Dude, I know that our original discussion of Daima, we said like, and I agree with you that the pinnacle is probably like Super Saiyan, but I have to believe there's gonna be they got something up their sleeve, bro. They know where the money is when they sell like merch and these characters in games and everywhere. Like there's something up their sleeve, Doto. I believe.
Yes, Super Saiyan. We're cooked, man. Dragon Ball fans are so cooked.
How hype are you going when Kid Goku goes God?
Honestly, like, I don't know if I'd be pretty hype. I'd be tapped in. I would definitely be shocked. I'd be, I don't even know how I'd feel.
How hype are you when Vegeta and Goku fuse and become like Kid Vegeta?
Baby Vegeta,
that
baby
acts like
Vegeta would go
Gotenks,
nuts.
but like,
Baby Vegeta would be crazy. See, the thing is, would Vegito fans be like hyped for that, or would they be in shambles? I actually don't know how the community would react.
I think most people would feel mixed because it's like, hell yeah, dude, like he's back, you know, but at the same time, like, why is he back while they're children? Like
I know no matter how they felt about it, the Gogeta fans would absolutely use that as slander. Like the Vegito as a baby crying.
You know, I say Vegito. I guess it could be Gogeta. Maybe they don't. Maybe as children they only can do the Metamoran dance as opposed to.
That's true. Actually, I think it would
Batarians.
actually be more likely to be a baby Gogeta.
Well, at that point, like I'm fine. Like we got Gogeta in a movie, and we got way more screen time, and he did way more. You know, so
True. Yeah. And I mean, but let's be honest, Vegeta's not even going to be a main character. Like he got written off the show.
I mean, you're unfortunately not wrong.
Very true and very real. Vegeta's going to be a baby back at home.
Which is why I'm enjoying this chapter right now, Dotto. Because
you better enjoy it up.
He goes on to tell him to not suppress the rage, but instead to control it. While he goes Super Saiyan, I might add.
Yeah, this is just cheating at this point.
Dude, this looks pretty sick, actually.
I like the Toyo art, man. I really don't mind it.
Like, and then he does the gut punch again right there. What's the matter? Can you not wield your full might out of fear that you'll snap? Ooh.
Vegeta loves the word snap in the official translation, man.
Apparently he does.
He's spamming that.
But then a nice little reveal here from Whis, because Goku and Whis are on the sidelines, and he's like, Goku's like, man, he looks like he's about to lose it again, and Whis is like, nah, he's changed a bit.
Broly's gotten a bit better. Also, I think for some reason I feel like Toyo draws Broly the best. The art on Broly in this chapter always looks good.
Yeah. All of this looks pretty damn sick, especially his like anger face up there on the right side.
The close up. That's
sick. That one looks pretty sick. Anything else on this page in particular that you're like that stands out?
I mean, not really. The gut punch by Vegeta, you know, the action, all the action's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like super like, it's not up there with like the Dragon Ball Z manga, like easy to follow, but it does okay, good enough. And we just see the key attacks, bro. Honestly, bro, this is why I want to see it animated. I just want to see Broly in base form fighting more, like more controlled. This stuff is also sick.
Yeah, agree, 100%. Vegeta, you know, trying to like basically just maneuver around Broly, and then we get another sick like Vegeta and Broly like tied up panel there. Man, so damn cool, and also showing just how strong Broly is because he's in base while Vegeta is a Super Saiyan this entire time that they're like sparring, which is like also very cool to see. I mean, we already knew Broly's just that guy.
He's just different. Unfortunately, he's just actually built different.
And then from there, we do get the callback, which I think is probably one of the things that you want to talk about. Yeah.
What? A
Chila?
Callback of like, oh, Chila?
To Frieza.
Oh yeah, it was kind of. This one honestly felt like I was like very tapped in reading this. Also, I don't know why the way Chila is drawn in this chapter, she looks like somebody else drew her. I don't know if you feel that way.
Yeah.
Just because her eyes are huge.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if you look at both of these pages right now, her panel looks the most different out of anyone for sure.
Yeah, it just looks like she's not even from this. She looks like a crossover character. It doesn't look bad, but she basically is just here to reference almost like a plug that this is finally after Superhero and connecting back to the manga. It's almost a little too on the nose for me writing wise. I'm not going to lie. She says Frieza could show up at any minute. You know, he can go into that new black form, right? It's like, okay, yeah, we know, you know, as much as basically, I'm not even going to lie. Having skipped a majority of the superhero recap chapters that didn't feature anything new, like whenever they would just be mostly bar for bar, I would skip them. This panel felt like it was exclusively meant for people like me. Like, hey, welcome back to the manga. We're getting things going again. So, yeah, that actually wasn't even what I was referring to at the beginning of this.
Oh, was it not? I thought that was one of the things that like her bringing that up for this.
Well, I feel like, yeah, that's probably one of the things. But my big confirmation comes after this with the next group of characters we're going in.
Okay.
A big part.
Hang on. Are you referring to the panel down at the bottom right there with Vegeta? Gohan may have surpassed even us in this particular battle. That
is a big one. They all the characters basically the next couple of pages are just talking about what happened back on Earth with Superhero. And the power scalers, Nano, I don't know if you were tapped it on Twitter. They was not feeling this one.
Wait, really?
Some people were like in a fuss. I feel like anytime characters say stuff like this, some people get mad. But Vegeta says, according to Bulma, Gohan may have even surpassed us in this battle. People were not liking that. I saw one guy literally tweet out pretty much bar for bar, like, what would Bulma even know about this kind of stuff? They were upset, man. Which, you know, to give her credit, Bulma's like 6,000 IQ. I feel like she would be able to tell.
Yeah, bro. She's probably built, like, they haven't shown it off yet, but she probably has built her own way.
Super scouter.
Yeah, of seeing, like, power levels. And she's like, you know, probably sees Vegeta, and then she sees Gohan and is like, oh, yeah, he's much more of a Chad than Vegeta. So, like, it is what it is.
Yeah, bro. I mean, with that hair, like, I mean, the hair's taller than Vegeta itself. That alone probably,
does it?
That scale.
Do you think Beast is an ass pull like everyone on Twitter says it is? Does it feel like an ass pull to you?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. But I don't get mad about it. Like,
I guess, like, to me, Gohan has always been. I don't know. I mean, I get that, like, in the Cell arc, obviously he has to train for it. But, like, and I always say this. I always call him like the prodigal son. That's what I say every time we talk about him on the podcast. But, like, truly, I mean, that was like his whole thing. He surpassed everyone at the age of, like, what was it, 9, 12? I can't remember, like, the exact age, but they say teen Gohan when he's not really technically a teen yet, but still. So, like, the fact that he was able to do that then, you know, and I don't know. I don't actually think it was that much of an, I mean, yes, it is a bit of an ass pull, but it's not like a ton of one because of just the defining, like, thing for Gohan is that, like, he is like that next wave of, like, insane power level Saiyan da. So, like,
again, I'm on the side of just do more of that, honestly. Like, I want every character to get a buff. I need every character to be at least somewhat competent in fighting so that they can be characters or at least have, like, a decent base. Like, I'm not gonna lie, without Broly, we would be in a state without Broly, and before the Gohan buffs, we were literally at a stage where the only two people that could do anything interesting were Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
Which is, like, super stale, really boring, and it's not as fun. It really is just not fun. So I'm glad we got the Piccolo buff. Gohan being stronger than them, I mean, you don't really need that, but I'll still take it. I'm waiting on the Earthling ass pull. I'm waiting for them to, like, come down and, like, you know, super buff them up.
I think even more so than the Gohan one, the Piccolo one felt great, especially because when you're watching Broly and, like, Goku is getting his ass beat and starts, you know, telepathically talking to Piccolo, and, like, he's like, we might need you down here, and Piccolo's like, what? What do you mean? It is kind of like, what does, like, Piccolo hasn't been relevant in terms, like, really relevant since, like, Cell Saga. So to have him back as Orange and likely rivaling that of at least, you know, the God states of Vegeta and Goku, that's great. Because, like, I want to see Orange Piccolo, like, fight someone that's not Cell Max, you know? Like, I want to see him, I don't know.
Like, again, like, fight somebody in the current manga, but just, that's all you need, man. Like, they need to be able to do something. You can always have Goku and Vegeta fight the final guy, and that's fine. But nobody else being able to even, like, throw a punch? Come on, man, that just sucks.
Yeah, no,
that's why power levels kind of always, like, they were fun. We talk about this on the anime version, but power levels are fun. They're really cool. They're iconic. They were always, you know, great. But no long running anime today is doing any power level stuff. They're always going to keep it more interesting than that, like, add more tactics. Like, anybody could sneak anybody, except for maybe, like, 2 guys on the show are just built different. Like, it's the same with Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, you got Gojo, you got Sukuna, but everybody else is like, you know, on a bad day, if you slip up, don't get, like, you could get caught, you know? Dragon Ball don't really have that. Anyway, we're getting close to the real meat of this chapter.
We are. Yeah. So
up next though, we just get Vegeta
reminding Goku that he won.
Highlight of your lifetime, huh?
Hey man, listen, if that were me, I'd be doing the same damn shit, bro. I straight up, you lost.
This is the realest
to me.
I like the way they space the lines out in the manga too.
Yeah. Anyway, so now Carmine is is this a collab? Oh, they just put decals on it, bro. I'm looking at the car or the van or the whatever the hell this thing is, and it's got red ribbon, a red whatever industries on it, but then in the back of it, it's a.
You thought they dropped the collab mobile?
Yeah, bro. I thought we had we got a red Army and Capsule Corp collab vehicle. It's crazy. Anyway, so Goten notices they're coming near Gohan's place, which by the way, I guess it never hit me like how insane Gohan's house is. Can we?
Hey man, that's the Hercule fun. You thought Hercule's daughter was gonna live in like some shack?
Yeah, that's fair.
Bro, Gohan is not living like his pops, dude. Mount Paozu who? He's got a whole mansion, bro.
Man, is this the villain's lair, Doto? It do be looking villainous though. Like I could definitely be seeing someone that.
Yeah, it looks like a Bloodborne boss.
Dude, it does actually. Wait a second. But bro, Carmine just like fires strays all over the house. That is like
honestly, that was when I was like, how are Goten and Trunks even remotely putting up with this?
Yeah. No.
Like he pulls up on a house and just shoots it. Also, my thing is like Soldier 15 brings this up in the manga. He's like, my last visit here didn't end so hot. Why would he ever come to this house ever again?
Yeah, no.
After what happened to him in the movie, bro?
Couldn't be me.
Nah, you're doing that by yourself.
Yep.
I'm good. Shoot me if you have to.
Or we're doing like an airdrop thing. Like we're literally flying over and dropping Goten and Trunks down. Just like
that didn't end so well for the last Red Ribbon guys. Gohan bouncing out of that plane and landing. He said, shit. Pan! Boom. 2 guys dead.
Anyway, Carmine with some absolutely unhinged behavior of just firing strays just all over the house. And of course, Gohan comes out the same window he came out before because that's like his study. Or whatever.
Does he catch these bullets too? I forget if he catches them. Oh yeah, he does the Great Saiyaman.
He does.
See, that's
that
a good
sick.
Great Saiyaman reference there, right? That's a nice fan. I like that.
See, and that's why I had to come back on it because I think you pointing it out to me at the beginning of the episode where it's like it probably is just these guys like leaving a more like staining the name of Great Saiyaman a little bit for me because like when I got to this part and Gohan's like catching the bullets, I was like, oh shit, that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype.
He's different, dude. He looks different. But Nano, what happens now is what I was referring to. This is something I guess maybe it's not people assume, but maybe I just assumed. Because basically after he reflects the bullets, Gohan just goes, "You here to kidnap Pan again? I don't think so." And goes beast immediately. Now, again, maybe other people didn't think this way, but I wasn't sure how they were going to play beast. I thought maybe it was going to be like no, Gohan needs to be pretty mad to like tap back into beast again. But it's like he's treating this like it's Super Saiyan, dude. Like it is not a problem to go beast.
Yeah, I think they were saying like pretty much it would have been like it would take like Gohan joining in to come like fight Black Frieza or something like that.
Yeah, or I guess like maybe more akin to like how Ultra Instinct kind of worked for a while.
Yes. Not
like
just doing it
like,
because Carmine and Android or sorry, Soldier 15 show up type shit.
Not just doing it because 2 guys showed up at your house. Like, I thought it was going to be like maybe Gohan will tap back into it. I thought it was going to be more hype. Like, the next time it happens, it's going to be like, oh, shit, like, Black Frieza was here and Gohan finally went beast. Tune in next chapter. Not, hey, get off my property. I'm going beast. I think they even make that joke in the chapter. I don't remember who says that, but that was the thing that most shocked me. I was like, so beast is just like every day? We could just do this whenever you want? I don't know.
He does look sick here, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta be. Hey, I'm gonna say something inflammatory to you. I don't get the people that shit talk the beast transformation. I think it looks cool.
Oh, I think it's cool as hell, dude. Are you kidding me?
Especially like the manga shots are doing this right now. Like, there's not a single bad looking panel of him.
Oh, dude, no. I mean, it's basically just Super Saiyan 2, like on some PEDs, basically. That's all it is.
Also, Nano. This is the moment I was referring to when I said somebody comments on like how it's beast for something so easy. But this is the first official confirmation of calling it beast mode. I thought that was so funny. Going beast mode like it's nothing, Trunks says. Calling it beast mode is just, I think that's too funny of an opportunity not to say. Also, Gohan was going to kill these guys. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, he definitely was.
He was about to murder these people.
I mean, rightfully so. They did kidnap his daughter. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, one time.
It's one time too many, Dato.
Come on, one time?
But then Goku, dude, so he's strong enough, which of course they did mention, like they probably didn't notice Gohan's ki. That was, we kind of just went over that really fast, but basically like Beerus catches them all up. Like, hey, Beerus is like, hey, Whis, didn't I hear something about a big baddie or something like that? And Whis is like, yeah, there was this thing called Cell Max. Gohan and Piccolo took care of it. And Goku's like, how do we not notice their ki? But now that they're not fighting, because apparently they were fighting, so that's why they probably didn't notice it. They notice Beast Gohan's like enormous amount of ki, which
this is a feat. This is another feat. Like Beast Gohan is getting a lot of. We say this word a lot, but he's getting glazed this chapter.
His
transformation is so strong that they can sense him from like the god realm on Beerus's planet. Like, damn, dude. I mean, it's instantaneous. Gohan in the tracksuit had to charge up for like 18 minutes for this while Goku was focusing.
Oh my God, dude, let's not talk about the dude. Keep the tracksuit away from any discussion right now.
We gotta have that conversation. That's why I'm okay with the Aspel, because I know people are like, but Gohan likes studying. But hey, man, this isn't a show about study. This isn't a story about people that study. If Gohan wants to be in the story, he's got to fight. And this guy can fight, bro. He's the strongest.
Man, he does look really cool. Especially like the one where he like turns around and says, huh? The final panel over there on the far left.
Yeah, it looks good, right?
It looks so damn good, man.
See, that's what I'm saying, man, is we need, I know we're just getting back into the manga and all our characters are finally meeting up again, but we need Gohan versus Black Frieza immediately.
I mean, who would complain about that, dude? That would be... Actually, a lot of people would, but that would be so cool in my opinion. Anyway, he de-transforms because he realizes that Goten and Trunks are in the back, and they're like, "Whoa, don't use our names."
Yeah, don't spoil the show. But then Goku instant transmissions in, and we're all back together again. The story can finally move on. That was honestly the ending was the most hype I was. Like the whole story long.
Hey there, boys. It's been too long. Yeah, dude, that was it. Reading this, and I don't know how you are reading these, but I always do it like page on page. I don't read like widescreen or anything. So like, I was like, dude, is that Goku? And then yeah, dude, that reveal was nice. That was pretty hype. Having them all back together like that, man.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the story to actually move on. I would say next chapter, I'm gonna be pretty excited about. Dude, I want to see what we do. Do you think I guess where do you think we go from here, Nano?
I guess let me reveal, a little bit of fraudulent activity here. I've not became with the manga until we decided to do this, and I am just finally like, screw it, I'm gonna read it. So I have to go back and read Moro, and I have to go back and read. I thought you read those to do this. Nope. Now, it is also worth noting, and it's always funny when people are like, Nano, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? And it's like, it's impossible for me to have not seen almost anything related to Dragon Ball because of what I do for a living. So I've seen most of the things. So, I mean, I'm aware of Black Frieza, and I've seen the panels because they're literally everywhere. But yeah, so I'm a bit limited on what I could say here as far as like what's next. I think by the time we do the next chapter, I will have read and be completely caught up. But I did read the previous chapters to this, so I made sure to see the differences in like the penultimate moments and stuff like that, building to this. Which, by the way, I did. There was like the one that was kind of cool was Gamma going up and shielding Piccolo whenever Cell Max was like shooting the thing up. That was like a nice little addition.
I think they pretty much did. I think they pretty much did superheroes fight better because they basically let every character do a little bit more. I think.
Yeah.
But as far as what's next, I'm actually like, how does Daima fit into the manga? I wonder if they're going to do anything with that or touch that. Because the last thing I want is a recap, but also I don't want Daima to be nothing. So I really don't know what I'm hoping for here. I guess.
Well, we don't even know where Daima fits in, do we? Like, we don't know
I don't think so.
The timeline of where Daima fits in. I don't know if the manga will touch Daima because Daima feels sort of like like an anime exclusive.
But that's kind of what I'm worried about, bro. Is I don't want Daima to be a filler series. I would like it if it at least did something, but I feel like it's not.
I mean, they're turning into children, Dotto. I don't know that it's gonna like I just don't know. I think that'll be the most interesting thing is like once we find out where it fits in. And I don't know from like the like anime side of things if they've ever even acknowledged any of the post anime stuff. Have they? I don't think they ever have. I don't think they've ever even really talked about like
in terms of being like an anime.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't know that in Daima, when they tell us the timeline, they will probably purposely put it somewhere between Super, Broly, and Superhero. They're not mentioning the other two arcs, and now presumably starting the third for the manga.
Man. God, I just wish Super 2 was real and not. Look, I know I'm excited for Daima, guys, but
no, I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard not to be excited for like Dragon Ball coming back and be animated, but I think like the thing that you talked about in that podcast specifically, and I think is worth noting here again, you don't want it to just be a complete filler arc where like there's no implication, like it means nothing. It's just it's a nothing salad basically. Like everything that happens really ultimately serves no overall arching like purpose. Like, and I have a feeling that's going to be the case, but maybe they'll find some way to make it like, oh brother, dude.
I guess my limited hopes, my very conservative hopes for sometime in the next few chapters is I do hope Goku reacts to Beast. Like I hope Gohan, like, I'm not saying I need him to spar, but maybe like Gohan just transforms in front of him, get the power measuring stick out, see where he stacks up to like UI Goku or something.
Okay, so you're in terms of ones aren't like getting back to the Frieza stuff at all.
I mean, obviously I hope that happens, but I kind of want Frieza to be like a longer term thing than that. Like, I'm not sure. I think I want Black Frieza to cook for one more arc, you know?
Also, like you want something like Moro to happen in between a true Frieza arc happening.
That's kind of what I'm feeling. But again, this is kind of greedy. I kind of want Frieza to be a background character in it. Like, I want there to be clear evidence that Frieza's like moving in the shadows, building up to something. But overall, I'm kind of hoping that whatever he's doing is so big that it takes a little while to build up to. Like, I almost want Frieza to have like an all-out new force with like
Cooler,
really big key. Yes, pretty much just Cooler. Let's be honest. I kind of want there to be a way for Cooler to work into the story. I'm not gonna lie, or at least like again some bigger henchmen that other characters can fight, like a Zarbon or DotoDoya type beat.
Okay, I like that, dude. What would you do if Cooler is there and also he's resurrected his father? Like King Cold, Cooler, and Frieza are all together.
I'm going crazy because I like how Dragon Ball is just bringing back every possible character. But dude, I think we talked about this. King Cold's design and Cooler, I honestly like both of them more than Frieza's design.
Yes, 100%.
So I'd be hyped to see just that. You know what? Bring Trunks back from the future. Let's get the King Cold Trunks rematch.
I think
like an actual fight.
I think for me, and I know like a lot of the fandom just keeps, like you just said, like keep bringing everyone back. But I think for me, now that we got Broly back, bringing Cooler back, and assuming that we aren't going to ever bring Cell back, because that's probably it for Cell. I guess never say never.
That's trash, dude.
I saw a whole thread about why it was better for him to have been his second form conglomeration than to actually bring back Perfect, and I just ignored. I passed on over it. I was like, I don't even want to hear this garbage. Like, who wouldn't want to have that?
I don't even need to hear this,
dude. I mean, who wouldn't want to have that interaction with Gohan and Cell again, dude? Like, that would have been so peak. And there is absolutely a way to write that in, bro. It's freaking Dragon Ball, man. Say that like they found his cell floating in space and they were able to bring him. Anyways. But I will say, I think that because of how integral Frieza and his family have been in the overall story of Dragon Ball from Z to now, like, I think that having at least his brother being implemented into the main storyline is not like the same as, say, bringing back like a Janemba or bringing back like one of those characters. Like, I think having his brother there is way less of that nostalgia bait than anything else because of how key the Frieza family has been.
I agree. I think Cooler,
he's on a different level.
Cooler is just very sad to not be canon. Like I just think, and there was even some like, I guess it was mostly just like a mistranslation, but there was like some hints that, not hints, but there was people that thought Frieza had referenced Cooler, and I think, was it Broly or maybe Superhero, but it just seems like such a sick thing to happen. I want it to happen really badly, which is why I want Black Frieza mostly to just rest up. I need him 2 arcs from now. I don't necessarily need to see him now.
I think you might be cooking. I actually, with my such limited-ish knowledge of what happened previous to this arc, I could definitely see them going a different route and not immediately diving into Frieza. So it'd be interesting to see. We should find out though in literally a month. So we'll see what they're cooking up now that everyone's back together here.
We're back, dude. We are so back. We're out. Honestly, I think that's the most exciting part, is that the superhero recap is over and new stuff can finally happen again.
I think that's like 2024 is the most excitement we've had in the Dragon Ball sphere, like in forever, since 2018 essentially.
Time, dude. We've been stun locked for so long.
Yeah, because even with Superhero, the marketing around that film just sucks so bad. And I remember someone was like, recently I commented on this in a video, and someone got on me and was like, yeah, but I didn't know about Beast until I got into the theater. I'm like, well, you're probably one of such a small percentage of people, because the fact that they released that movie in Japan, Beast was everywhere. Like, I don't know how you even had it. Yeah. I don't know how you made it 2.5 months without knowing Beast was in that film.
I forgot that was a thing. I mean, I was hyped discovering Beast. I remember I did some investigation, might have seen a few pictures, a few leaks.
We were texting like back and forth whenever all that shit was breaking, for sure. Dude, I wanted it. I didn't even care. I was like, I'm not waiting 2.5 months.
I'm not like, I'm going to spoil myself. I might as well enjoy spoiling myself than just have it taken from me,
Yep. So, but my whole point of that is, besides Superhero, we really haven't had a good, awesome thing to look forward to in like just so long. I feel there's like such drip of things besides the manga. So it's like, I feel like this is that year, man. Like Sparking Zero at the latest should be an early 2025 game. You've got Daima, which I know we were talking a little lukewarm on, but like I think we're both are going to enjoy it. Dragon Ball being back in animated.
It'll be entertaining while it's happening.
Yes. Yeah. And then now starting presumably a new arc in the manga. Like there's just so much to look forward to. And then when Dato gets that Fighters season pass announcement, or the Super Fighters announcement, he's just gonna lose his mind, dude. It's gonna be, we're in the new golden era of Dragon Ball, Dato.
That's definitely happening, man, for sure. Definitely not just a dream. But I'm just happy it's over. I'm happy 2024 is finally here, and that we can live again. We can experience things again.
That's definitely a way to put it. Dato, do you hear the music though?
I do. I think it's time, with the end of the super recap, we can finally end this podcast. Nano, any last words?
Hey, listen, I hope you guys are enjoying what we're putting out here. I hope you guys are enjoying the key members exclusive content that you guys can check out. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button.
You think they're really going to do all this after you said what you said about Grace Saiyaman, man?
Bro, damn.
It's over, bro. It's over.
All right. Bye.